Hello everybody, you having fun?
Yay!
Good. Elections is on us again. Definitely the scariest event this Halloween season. Yeah, I remember when we only used to care about election for like 2-3 weeks, once every 4 years. At least my liver had a chance to recover. Now it's relentless and non-stop. I mean, it's a good thing I have very refined taste. I can't afford the alcohol I like in quantities enough to make me an alcoholic. So election signs are popping up everywhere like mushrooms. And like with mushrooms, if you're not careful, they can give you headache and nausea. Of course, not all the signs are nasty. In fact, a lot of Americans like uplifting signs. The other day, I was shopping in CVS and I saw this nice bright sign, be positive. That's very nice. Kind of wish they did not put it next to the COVID test. Yeah, so, oh, right, about shopping. I mean, have you guys noticed that if you look for something online, that item just keeps following you from side to side, literally forever? I still get pop-ups from Baby Gap. Please buy holiday outfits for your baby. Thanks, my baby is 21. I don't think you have onesies on her size. I also get those articles, 50 wonderful things you did not know you need. You know what? If I did not know, don't tell me. Besides, I prefer to buy crap I don't need the old-fashioned way, by going to TJ Maxx. Have you seen the stuff they have there? Grocery bag covers with shapes of cartoon characters? A serving dish in the shape of a whale, almost life-size too? Wine for cats, called Cat Bernet. I guess for cat parents who don't like drinking alone. Are you still an alcoholic if you're drinking with your cat? At least you're not drinking alone. I don't know. Halloween costumes for cats? Like really, what idiot would buy a Halloween costume for their cats? Even if it is marked to $30 from $55. Besides, my cats hated those costumes. They weren't big fans of Cat Bernet either. Yeah. I spoke with a friend recently. She just started dating a guy who is very posh and very rich, I guess, and likes to, appear nice and maybe generous. So he texts her, I am taking you somewhere special. Please wear your most expensive outfit. My husband never does that. Then again, where in New York would I wear my scuba diving suit? Also, my husband thinks that I shop too much. He's like, you already have the same exact black blouse. No, I don't. Look, this one has 3/4 sleeves. This one has a rose and a collar. This one doesn't even have a collar. This one? Oh yeah, I do have that blouse. You know what? At least my taste is consistent. So, at the boxing gyms, they have the breast cancer awareness months. So they want us to wear pink to the workouts. The only problem is, this is New York metropolitan area. The only thing pink I own is a refrigerator magnet. In fact, when the book 50 Shades of Grey first came out, I thought it was fashion advice. Well, my husband and I are empty nesters. I like to think we were great parents. I'm not claiming we were great parents, I just like thinking that. So, well, I do think I was a cool mom. I always try to talk to my daughter, to find things we can do together, like we got matching tattoos. To meet her friends and get to know them. So naturally, she thinks I'm totally lame. And her friends are terrified of me. It's all my charming Eastern European personality. I think that I'm having a nice friendly chat. And they feel like they've been interrogated by the KGB. Yeah, well, our daughter is like miniature but fierce, kind of like a Yorkie with aspirations of a German Shepherd. When she was about 12, she went to New York for a sleepover with a friend. So she's standing there at Port Authority with a backpack, like a toothbrush and hair brush sticking out. So a policeman came over to make sure she's not a runaway and took her to this police room at Port Authority. I guess it made an impression, right? Lots of police people in uniform, some unsavory people being arrested, some handcuffs on a chair. For years afterwards, when she tries to establish her street cred, when she meets new people, she says, you know, that time when I got arrested. When she was in middle school, we signed her up for debate club. I mean, teaching a preteen to debate professionally, what can possibly go wrong? I remember one time the club took them to New York University to see the university students debate. I went as a chaperone. I still remember the look on the students' faces when they come into the debate room and see an audience of a bunch of 12-year-olds who came to see them debate the merits of conjugal visits in prison. That's a true story. Yeah. I also find myself having the same arguments I had with my mother, but now with my daughter. Like, why are you going out all the time? How much are you drinking? What the hell are you wearing? You're not the boss of me. You can't tell me what to do. I already raised you. What else can I tell you about me? I have always been a disappointment to my parents.
Oh.
Yeah, I could never be the son they always wanted. Also, they expected me to listen to classical music, to have hobbies like knitting and needlework, and to spend my weekends cooking, cleaning, and visiting relatives. I guess they still live in 19th century. Oh, that's why they vote for Trump.
Oh.
Well, instead, I listen to hard rock. Well, my hobbies are boxing lessons and stand-up comedy. And I try to remember what I did last weekend by photos on my phone. How the hell did I climb that lion at Bryant Park? I guess it's a good thing we didn't go to the Bronx Zoo. Yeah, my parents were an Eastern European version of tiger parents. So they always pushed me to meet their high standards and expectations, with an added challenge of figuring out what the hell those are. They would never tell me, we want you to get a PhD, or we want you to write a book, or we want you to become a doctor. They always said, we need you to make us proud. We'll let you know if that happens. Still keeping my fingers crossed. I guess that's how kids were raised back then there. I mean, in Western fairy tales, the protagonist usually gets clear directions. Like, you go to Aegean bog and you slay the Hydra. Or you go to the Mordor and you throw a ring into the volcano. Well, in Eastern fairy tales, Eastern European, go somewhere, don't know where, get me something, don't know what. Well, I suggest part. Makes everybody happy and is no longer a difficult task. I like listening to music. I usually listen to music either in a boxing gym or when I'm soothing myself to sleep. So it makes going to concerts kind of difficult. I either try to punch someone or fall asleep. Also quite a cognitive dissonance when I see musicians on stage who are older than my parents. You know, they're like sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Yeah, it's not the same as it used to be. Also, looking at Keith Richards, it's quite an advertisement for hard drugs. I don't know what it tells about me that I soothe myself to sleep with hard rock. So now that our daughter moved out, we are thinking about getting a dog. But we can't agree on what kind of dog to get. My husband wants a large dog and I would prefer something smaller. Honestly, I can't really see myself arguing with the Rottweiler on whether he's allowed on the bed. I'm afraid I will be the one sleeping on the floor. So my husband and I like to do some fun things together. Like, I love dancing, so we've been taking dancing lessons. We've been taking salsa and swing and tango, and my husband thinks it's all the same dance. Steps to which he is bound to get eventually. I'm surprised no one yet came up with an idea of ladies' dancing shoes with steel reinforced toes. On his side, my husband's favorite activity is criticizing me. So we can always find something to do together. After I started taking boxing lessons, he thought for a while. And he joined the running club. Well, people right now are into meditation a lot and yoga, and I tried doing that. You know, it sounds easy, right? You sit down and you clear your mind, which gives my mind a signal to go into overdrive. You know how sometimes you're having an argument, it's just a conversation and you forget a word or a term or a description, and you're like, it will come back. You know, it will come to me. Yes, it does, when I try to meditate. Now, when I tell people that I started doing stand-up comedy, sometimes they say, wow, cool, tell me one of your jokes. Now, that is when my mind goes completely blank. So, are a couple of things that I learned the hard way, so you don't have to. Don't try to color your blonde hair red by yourself, unless your husband is really enamored with Ronald McDonald. Before the holiday, make sure you get your liquors well in advance. The lines I saw before the liquor stores, right before the Mother's Day, were insane. Nobody can take their mother sober. I think that's actually all we have for tonight. I hope you had fun, guys. You